the Upper East Side was like something from Fitzgerald or Thackeray. Teenagers acting like adults. Adults acting like teenagers. Guarding secrets. Spreading gossip. All with the trappings of truly opulent wealth. And membership in this community was so elite you couldn't even buy your way in. It was a birthright. A birthright I didn't have, and my greatest achievement would never earn me. All I had to compare to this world was what I'd read in books. But that gave me the idea, if I wasn't born into this world, maybe I could write myself into it. I'd overheard enough conversations to be able to mimic the language of the Constance girls, but every writer needs his muse, and it wasn't until the photo of Serena in the white dress that I knew I had something strong enough to actually create a legend and launch a website. Within weeks, I was getting dozens of emails with stories about the Upper East Siders, so I posted them anonymously, and then I got more. Before long, it was a monster. Everyone was sending in tips, and when Serena came back from boarding school, I wrote my first post about me. Lonely boy. The outsider. The underdog. I might have been a joke, but at least people were talking about me. Oh my goodness. We are hot tonight. Physically, mentally, emotionally, all the things.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the final episode of 3 Gossip Girls podcast. I'm Liz.
And I'm Michelle as I take a drink.
And that's very on point with this podcast always. And Shanna.
Hello.
Shanna's here.
Last time.
Sister. Well, last time for hopefully
now, yeah.
this Gossip Girl, this podcast.
Yeah.
So we watched season 6, episode 10, New York, I Love You, XOXO. Original air date December 17th, 2012, written by Sarah Goodman and Natalie Krinsky, directed by Mark Pisnarski. As Michelle said, he also directed the pilot.
Yep.
So we brought it full circle.
Yeah.
All right, summary. In a fashionable farewell to remember, everyone joins forces for one last soiree, and the shocking identity of Gossip Girl is finally revealed. Serena, she decides to put her plans on hold and confront Dan. Georgina joins forces with Jack to help Chuck and Blair make a move that will change their relationship forever. Nate and Sage try to uncover the identity of Gossip Girl, and William Vanderwoodsen returns to comfort Lily. Various characters from previous seasons make cameos, including Vanessa, Juliet, Agnes, Jenny, and Lola.
Yes. It was really fun to see Lola.
It was so fun to see Lola.
That's her name.
Agnes. I was like, Willa!
Yeah, but I couldn't remember her character's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Agnes. Okay, so tonight, our final sip, the sippin'.
Oh.
They're no longer in the picture because we had to have water. We were so hot. Shan has it. There it is. It was beautiful. It was a Paloma. In honor of our finale, we opened another Betty Buzz mixer, obviously made by Serena Vanderwoodsen herself, Blake Lively. And this one was called Paloma and Company. It's a recipe on their website, but I titled it, You Know You Love Us.
Cute.
The cocktail, I'm like all over the place. I'm so all over the place. I'm so sorry. Okay, this was a Paloma, as I said. So it was tequila with the Betty Buzz grapefruit sparkler and then grapefruit garnish with a little salt.
I'm laughing because
Are we
I'm
delusional?
so hot.
It's so hot in here.
You don't understand. It is the middle of July. Whenever you listen to this, it might be soon-ish or later.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's effing hot in my basement. I don't have AC.
And it's not usually this hot, but there's 3 of us tonight, and there's cameras, and there's computers, and we're wearing jeans. Like, what was wrong with us?
I'm not wearing jeans.
I'm
Speak for
wearing
yourself,
jeans. I'm
girl.
stuck in my jeans. My jeans are stuck to me. I'm Ross with the leather pants. They're stuck to me. They have made a paste. Okay.
You'll need
Anyway.
powder.
Oh, I'm so hot.
The drink was good, though. Right, guys?
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah. It doesn't help with the heat, though.
It didn't help. It didn't help. But it gave me a little buzz. So we're good.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, and I've teased numerous times, this is going to be a little bit of a different episode. I don't have a summary since I had not watched this. I prepared nothing for you guys except for some trivia. So I just wanted to touch upon like the big things that happened in this episode. So it's kind of like when we do our Gossip Girl reboot episodes, we kind of just loosely go off of the topics that happen in there. So there's like no predictions. It's going to be a little bit different. First, some words from Andrea Anne Marie, who we haven't heard from in a while, but she's still with us. And she says that she hopes we're doing well, and she knows she's been quiet for a while, but she promises that she's listening, and she keeps up with everything and is so excited for us to watch the finale. She knows it's been a long time coming, but she promises it's worth it in the end. Not gonna lie, I do love this finale, not just because it's my favorite show. I know there won't be much of a recap, and I'm excited to hear all your thoughts about this momentum episode. I love the podcast and listening, and I'm very sad it's going to be over soon, but I can't wait to see what you come up with next.
Oh, thank you
give
so
her a shout out. She
much.
just sent a sweet email to us.
Thank you.
All right, let's get the elephant out of the room.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's do it.
You're going to say it?
Say it.
Michelle has to say it.
Michelle, who was Gossip Girl?
Padge Dan Bentley.
Really and truly, this episode was so confusing for me.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was confusing.
I think it was because maybe I already knew who it was. It was screaming obvious to me.
Yeah.
That I'm like, are they just basically telling you in every scene who it is? But I guess if you didn't know who it is, you wouldn't have got it.
Well, they did
It was like everyone found out before the audience, right?
But they slip in there, Dan saying that he sent that he talked to the information about Jenny, and that was the start. So there was like a red herring situation.
Right. It made it seem like Jenny started Gossip Girl to me.
Yeah. I did you on purpose.
Did you guys get that?
That's
it
what
made
that's
it seem like it was Jenny, and they were kind of pinning it on Jenny.
For
now
the
that
moment.
she's gone, it was easy for them to peg it on her because she was not in the episode.
Even Sage said, "Oh, maybe it's Jenny from London." Like they were trying to make
Eric,
it seem like that.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So how did we feel? I liked how they did it.
Yeah.
As far as everyone finding out before the audience, I found it maybe was a little something about it being a little lackluster. Only maybe because I knew it was him. The actual reveal itself.
Yeah. I don't know what I would have wanted. I think it was a good finale.
Her face says it all.
And
I was like, I don't know. She has like Chuck Bass season 1 face on right now.
I don't know. I said this off mic. This could have been shown without season 6.
This could have been a season 2 finale, season 3 finale,
it really,
season 4 finale.
Because everyone is really in the same spot.
They are, except for Chuck.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
But like the relationship wise, like you could have stuck this, like Michelle said, on any season, which is such a good point.
And you see the flashback, and like to us it feels so long ago, but it almost just brings you right back.
Yeah.
Because it's the same people. There's no growth. And I'm sorry if you guys love the show, and I know that you guys do. There's no growth for anyone, and I think that's what it's supposed to be, right? Except for Chuck, maybe a hint, a tiny, tiny little bit.
I'm still not swooning over him.
No, there's a part of me that was like a little attracted to him tonight. Don't really know where that came from.
I apologize. Him with the white shirt with the rolled up sleeves laying in the bed. I was like,
yeah, I apologize.
A white button down can do wonders.
It sure can.
For most.
And he was actually smiling, which we're like, that's creepy.
But, okay, so are we happy that Padge is Gossip Girl Shan?
I watched.
Yeah, so let's talk about your first time watching this.
So the first time I watched it,
was it live?
It was live.
Oh, okay,
it was my sophomore year of college. I watched it on the CW app on my like busted Dell laptop, and I remember being shocked and then yelling out loud like, "This doesn't make any sense."
So like Breaking Down Part 2.
Not that. No, Breaking Down Part 2 was like epic.
It was epic.
Like,
you guys know. You know.
But I remember thinking like, this is so stupid. Like, fuck this show. This is so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. They obviously like last minute decided it. All this stuff.
Well, that's truth.
I watched it again yesterday, even though I thought I was gonna watch it live. But I was like, maybe I'll watch it again yesterday. And I was like, I kind of like this. I like how they talk about him writing himself in. Like, that's such a cool perspective, a cool narrative, writing himself in, making himself part of this world. The whole flashback, the whole lead up of like him talking about it being like, Gatsby or whatever, Fitzgerald. I was like, oh, cool. So I have definitely a different take now.
Well, there you go.
But
and I think that's age and life experience, as we always talk about on this network.
But like watching it and spending all my time for so many years being excited, and then that was it. And I was like,
it's a little bit, and I think Will kind of set us up for that. He's like, there were some things I was happy about and some things I was indifferent, and he felt like because I was indifferent, then it wasn't as good as he wanted it to be, which makes sense. Like, yeah, there was definitely things that I guess I was indifferent about. Like, we knew that Chuck and Blair were going to get married. You didn't know, and we'll get to it because I'm saving endgame couples for a little bit later. But like there are things that you could assume happened. Like you said, like there really wasn't anything that was going to shock us.
No,
in a way, and I don't think anything did shock us.
Yes,
what shocked you?
Juliet.
I actually knew she was going to be
and
there.
Lola.
Yeah, I loved seeing them,
and that shocked me.
Michelle, Mike wants to know, would you have cared if they never told us who Gossip Girl was?
Would I have cared?
That's the question for you.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
He specifically said,
because at this
Michelle.
Point,
no, because
they made it a thing. If they didn't make it a thing, like in the books, we wouldn't have
Well, that's
cared.
why I kept stressing for you for so long. Since the beginning, like, I know it's cool to, like, talk about and theorize who it is every episode, but, like, it's fine because you can watch the show and, it's not the most important thing.
It's not. But
no, it's not.
But because they did make it a point in the show,
I felt it could have been a little bit more epic.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that would have been epic.
I mean, I think looking like upon reflection, I think it's good that he was the one that came forward and he did the right thing. He told Serena.
He would never allow someone to out him.
But at the same time, he only did it to make himself look better.
And he only did it to keep Serena in New York.
It wasn't like he admitted it to
when
come
was
clean.
He gonna, if Serena wasn't moving to LA, when was he going to release
he
this?
probably would have just become more evil.
He was always the final chapter, right? Like we're supposed to assume Dan was always the final chapter. Right, but when are you going to release
the final chapter? Like, is that him saying like, sayonara to Gossip Girl, I'm ready to, when I'm starting these serials, for me to give up my place?
Yeah, I would assume so, because I guess that was his plan. He told his dad he had a plan, and this plan was to release himself as last.
Right.
But the fact that he told Serena, great. And I like that he gave it to the spectator to release. Yeah. So it's like win-win across the board.
Yeah, I still think you're an asshole.
Oh, for
absolutely.
My opinion does not change about him. I knew at the end of the
Joe
day.
From you.
He's Joe from you. He's a psychopath.
Yeah.
I think, like we predicted, I assumed everyone was going to be okay with it at the end, which really didn't sit well with me. And it was hard. But these people, like, they have an enemy, and then 5 minutes later they're friends again, and it's
originally when they're all sitting together, Blair was not okay with it.
She wasn't. She was the only one.
5 years had to go by,
but she's mad because it was him, not because of the whole.
Not because of her being written
mad
about.
Because he had the control, he had the power.
Right.
Like that's what she cares
and
about.
Right, and
not
at the end of the
because
day,
he was a terrible person.
It's because he said it to her, like, so as a matter of fact, like, I had the power all along.
Yeah.
Well, then you're just an asshole.
Yeah. Then
you're just an asshole. And he said, I was never going to be in Serena's world, so she was never going to come to my world, so I had to write myself into hers. Right,
but also there were breaks where he wasn't in control.
Right.
Sure.
Right? Like Serena was in control.
Georgina.
That's why
it's confusing.
We're going to get to Serena though, right? But Serena being Gossip Girl is the only way I can accept the finale, because when she was Gossip Girl for a while.
Right. And
that's the only way I can say, okay, that's why she's fine with it.
Well, yeah.
She did it herself. Reason.
But also that is Serena. And Serena forgives and forgets. Like
she's such a golden
retriever. Kind of like Lily.
Lily does it.
Oh,
Nate does it. Nate does it for like a little bit longer. But yeah, Serena's generally the one to give in every single time and forgive.
Yeah.
Which there's something to be said in that. And I know we talked about this in the past, like not to hold grudges and to forgive and love your family and friends. But, when they're writing about you for over 6+ years of your life, and then her justification is, well, he was writing that stuff about himself too. And that's because he wanted to be relevant.
Right.
Yeah.
Not because he wanted to be, I guess, yes, in the same crowd as them.
I have to look back also on what Dan was being posted about, because I don't remember anything so tragic except the Miss Carr thing.
Right, the Miss Carr thing. But there are things that him and Serena sharing a sibling, his parents saying that they, were together back then, are together now. Right. There's nothing that was like so incredibly detrimental to his life.
Like what he did to Blair
right. Like he posted, but then again, he says, well, Jenny said it was okay for me to post this and this and this and this and this about her because she wanted to get out of New York. She wanted me to say these things about her. And not that I have a hard time believing that, but like you would, I guess I do believe that because Jenny was just as desperate for this life that less desperate than Dan.
Apparently, right?
Yeah, but she was desperate for it too. And then at the end when she realized, no, I want to get out and you can stay in. So Jenny knew this whole time that he was Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
And never said anything.
Jenny's more respectable.
So we can assume by at least season 3. She's known since season 3.
Because that's when her virginity was public.
Yeah.
And she knew that was the only reason
around
she was going to get out of New York was for Blair to ban her from New York.
Yeah. Go Jenny.
Yeah.
You're saving Endgame couples for the...
I'm saving it for a little bit later. I just want to really talk about the Stannis Gossip Girl. And in the past, we've talked about people posting articles, how he is, how he isn't, he is, he isn't, and how it doesn't make sense. But how I see it and view it, it all makes sense because it's all relative. Like you can all view it as he did these things just to keep Gossip Girl for a secret as long as he possibly could, whether that was posting about his sister, whether that was posting about Serena on drugs, whether that was posting about her having a pregnancy test or having an affair with his teacher. Like he did whatever he could to stay as Gossip Girl as a secret. And there are a plethora of articles, as I said, but they're all pretty much copy and paste the exact same reasoning, and they all aren't, there's no validity in them to me, but people are basically saying, like, it doesn't make sense. Why would he do all this stuff to his friends and family? But Kelsey Gibbon from Pop Sugar wrote an article, and it summed up pretty much how I made sense of it. And she says that there are several scenes which show Dan reacting to a Gossip Girl blast. If he was Gossip Girl all along, why would he be surprised by a blast, he wrote. As actor Penn Badgley pointed out during a 2013 Huffington Post interview, it doesn't make sense. I would have loved it if there had been a million flashes of every time he had looked at his cell phone and was like receiving some blast from Gossip Girl and being blown away by it, he said. All of those times that he was alone, that was him acting. I always wondered if the shots we see of Dan reacting to a Gossip Girl blast solo were actually just shots of him reacting to a tip, which could explain this big plot hole. But even if that isn't true, Dan isn't the only character who has reacted to Gossip Girl blasts when they're alone. If that's the main argument for Dan not being Gossip Girl, then that eliminates a bunch of other characters as well. So like I liked what she said there because it's all, like I said, like it's all relative. Yeah. Whatever you want to believe, like people are saying, well, it definitely can't be him. Well, why can't it? It makes the most sense to me.
No, I think it does make the most sense.
Oh, sure. It makes sense.
And people were saying, well, in the pilot episode, they literally show you him typing on his computer as Serena's in Grand Central. Like, I know they didn't know that then, but you could believe it. Yeah. Why not? Like, believe the fantasy.
My favorite is what the thing that Serena references in this episode is, and the Goodbye Gossip Girl episode at graduation. When she says, I know who you are, meet me at,
and he walked in.
Oak Room, whatever it was. And he walks in, and they're the only two people there.
Yep.
And I'm like,
and you didn't even know it was him at that point.
It's funny. I have a clip, actually. I want to play who I predicted who Gossip Girl was in the pilot episode.
Oh, nice.
And I will play this for you.
Okay, so Dis and tell Michelle. Who is Gossip Girl? Initial gut reaction, go. And I can't wait to play this on the last episode of episode 6.
Right.
And just be like, this is what you predicted, and this is who it is.
Okay. My initial gut, as I stated, was Padge, Dan Bentley.
Padge Dan Bentley.
Only because he was in the same area as Serena.
Oh my God. I mean,
thank you. I'm
sure Ingrid and I were like dying when you said that, but it makes sense in a way that he would be there to be able to write his first blast about her.
Yeah.
It just still doesn't sit right with me that everyone is okay with it. And I know like we're supposed to be getting over that factor. Like everyone's fine. 5 years later, everyone's cool.
You could talk about it.
I can't get over it.
Well, I don't think actually everybody was fine. I think we just didn't see
the aftermath,
the work that they went through in the 5 years. I don't think Padge and Serena got together right away.
I don't think so either because...
Are you serious?
I don't. I think...
Are you serious?
I do. I think time needed to go by. I think some distance and they went a little bit slow. Well, then why did it take 5 years for them to get married?
It wouldn't make sense to me.
Because they're 22.
Oh, please. Like that
Sean,
makes...
how old were you when you got married?
26.
They're 26 here. And you were dating Ryan since high school.
Well, no, but she's saying that's 5 years later, though.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, that's a good amount of chunk of time.
I'm not saying I don't think that they took some time to figure things out, but I think immediately they were together. It just took some time to
iron out.
You think that they like both agreed to be together and then were like, all right, we'll take some time. Come on.
Serena was just like laughing it off. She's like,
it's so Serena.
Dan.
That's so on brand for her. She forgives so
and Blair's
easily.
like, what's wrong with you?
Right.
She's like, I get it. Like you don't know the full story. I'm like, please explain. What is the full story?
Jen said, I think he was her third marriage.
Maybe.
Like Lily. Like she was married a couple of times and then 5 years later.
He's her Rufus.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is so funny. So great.
All right, let's talk. You want to talk about the Onion couples? We knew Cher was going to happen. How did we feel about the finale? The wedding, I'm sorry. I felt sad for them.
How do we feel about Cher overall, Michelle?
They're meant for each other.
They're the best couple on the show at this point.
This show has awful couples.
There's no one to root for.
So bad. It's so bad. I can't believe I've never watched a show, and I'm a broken record, where you don't have your favorite couple and you root for them.
Yeah.
And like, but Cher makes sense.
They do.
So I'll give them that. And I guess Sag makes sense, even though I don't like it at all.
You think? I don't want to get
like
the Sag army riled.
At this point in the show, you have heard me for now 9+ weeks, especially this season with the whole pushing of the Sag back together and how I did not see it. I still don't see it, but maybe at the end of the day, I just have to accept that they are probably right for each other.
Right. I agree with that.
They're both.
Are we supposed to
people?
Are we supposed to look at this and be like, oh my God, this is like so romantic? He got the girl. At the end of the day, he got the girl.
No, it makes. So. I feel like it teaches children bad lessons. I feel like if this was my teen, I would not want them to watch the show because it would show them that toxic relationships are okay. Yeah. That you can write bad things about your friends and family. At the end of the day, it's okay. You could think that you have the power. At the end of the day, it's okay. It's not okay.
It's not okay.
It's all toxic. And I know that's exactly what we signed up for when we started this show.
Let's go through each couple.
Let's go through it. We'll start with Cher because they're the obvious.
So they make sense.
They make sense. I felt sad that that's how Chuck had to propose. I felt like at the end of the day, and like I know you said it was going to be super understated. It
was. I said
the wedding,
right.
and it was.
Yeah,
and
it was
we
sweet,
were happy
though.
with that. It was sweet.
I don't mind the proposal.
I wish I felt more. I felt definitely the most for them. Out of everyone on the show, I suppose.
Was it more just like finally?
I think it was the finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
It's happened to Cher.
It's finally happened to Cher.
I like that. My favorite thing
because
is
you're the Cher
that,
stan.
Oh yeah, I'm the Cher stan. But my favorite thing, just like from a costume standpoint, is that they had her ring on a necklace the whole time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And even when he got down on his knee, it was long enough that she could put it on her finger, even still on the necklace. That's just such smart thinking. Like he never had to take it off her. He just like pulled it out and then went down. And it was still long enough for him to put it on her finger. I'm like,
nice.
So as they kissed, like it was still stuck in the necklace. I was like, that's such a cool idea to like wear. Even though like, you know, us peasants, like imagine wearing that thousands of dollar necklace on your $1,000 ring on your neck.
Well, imagine just wearing it on your finger. Like how could you?
You
wear
should
that
know.
Yeah, you should know, Liz.
But like the looks.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be very self-conscious that you would not wear that.
Not Blair, though.
But as a Cher stan, I like this episode. I like their dynamic this season. Even though I know you guys are all pissed about the will they won't they. It was never will they won't they. It was always won't. It was always that they will.
It's just when.
It's just they were trying to wait for the right moment. I'm not agreeing with it. But this was the most mature they've ever been.
I wish
they were there for each other. They helped each other. They had a friendship.
I wish we could have said, "Oh, we finally achieved." A few episodes later, I'm going to propose. Like, why did it have to be?
No, it had to be like this.
Died.
That's them. That's them.
And Chuck truly couldn't heal until his dad was dead.
No, he couldn't.
No, couldn't move on.
Or in prison or something.
And he didn't want, he said not like this, Blair. Like, he didn't want to do it like this.
No, he didn't. He wanted her to have the special thing that they always were planning. And she just was like, I don't care. I just don't want to marry you at this point.
Like,
I'm done. Like, I'm done waiting.
Never. How many times are we going to do this?
Yeah. So at the end of the day, happy for them. They are married. They do have a son, Henry, together.
Right.
And I've seen that clip many a times where like the little boy's running into the living room and I'm like, oh yeah, they have the
Jillian
son.
said chair for never, which is so funny. 3 words, 8 letters. Yes, iconic. And then Jen said she likes the callback to the Chuck and Blair hold hands speech, which I don't know if you guys would remember that.
No, I have
it's
no
like
idea.
As a chair stand, they're like when they're like early hooking up, they like talk about like actually having a relationship, and then Chuck makes a joke, like not a joke, but like, can you really picture Chuck and Blair going to the movies, Chuck and Blair holding hands? Like he's like that. We could never do those things because we're not a normal relationship.
Yes,
and now he says I was a child when I said those things. Okay, good.
Well, I'm glad he recognized he was a child when he said those things.
Yeah. Her dress,
stunning.
Was
gorgeous,
stunning.
She was a vision.
Yeah.
The tux, however, not a fan.
Chuck's tux is a little Mary Poppins for me. Not a fan, but I get the whole matching.
Yeah, because of the blue match.
Somebody said he put on the black tux to change it to the white tux.
Yes. I also thought that was weird. Why didn't we keep the black tux on? No one else was wearing a tux.
Chuck wants a special wedding outfit.
I guess.
Right.
But the something blue, everything there was something borrowed. Like all the relationships, they were all borrowed. There's nothing new.
No. So true, Liz.
Just saying.
I thought that when at the flash forward, when Nate and Blair kiss hello, like he like... They gets there. I'm like, oh, remember you guys hooked up?
Oh yeah,
you dated for like 10 years when you were children. Yeah. Good
times. Yeah. Okay. Sag, we pretty much touched upon it, but the whole entire ending is their wedding. Like we thought it was going to be the chair wedding, and no, it's the Sag wedding. And when did you finally see that they were going to be endgame?
When I pretty much figured it out.
When she was okay with him.
Yeah.
And they had the look.
Yeah.
And she was like, Sag is going to be.
I was like, here we go. And HBO crapped out again.
HBO. What is happening?
If you really look, though, this last episode was really about them more than it was about Chuck and Blair.
No, it was.
I mean, you could kind of argue that it was, divided.
This entire season, I guess, was about them.
Yeah.
Because every other season, in hindsight, I guess, was about Cher.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think
without any resolution.
Right, but the whole Bart thing is a huge Chuck thing.
That was true.
Huge.
That was the only thing Chuck had going for him.
I don't want to jump ship from our talking about endgame couples, but I do just want to interject. I don't understand William and Chivy and
let's
how he helped her so he could get back with Lily. Like how
so. My understanding is that he convinced Lola to give Chivy her money back, so it's technically hers. I guess so. When he got his way, he could say, "You have money, like you move on, leave me alone," kind of thing. You got what you wanted out of this.
Wasn't Chivy getting that money anyway?
No, didn't they?
Like, wasn't Lola giving it to her anyway to help her take down Lily?
Maybe that's just what Lola told Chivy. I don't.
So I'm going to assume that Lola and Chivy never really spoke.
They were on the phone, though.
No, but maybe
you
it wasn't
see
Lola.
That. Like,
maybe it was William.
Wasn't it texting? It wasn't like on the phone, was it?
I thought it was like Lola.
Like, why would Lola want to take down Lily so bad?
Because her mom's in jail.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but
which we never went back to.
You're totally right.
Right. So I think it was all William. Lola asked him and Chivy to help her take down Lily. And I think in the process, William was like, I actually just love Lily and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to two-face you guys.
I can't see Lola wanting to take that. I know that.
No, I don't.
Jail,
I think, and then right. Because it seemed at the end like Lola was happy for him that he was rid of Chivy and was with Lily. Right? That it made it seem like.
Wasn't William, he was the executor, right?
Of the will, yeah. Of the estate.
So then couldn't he, overall, he had the say of who gets it? So did he really need Chivy? I mean, did he really need Lola's permission?
Well, no. So he just gives away the money. He was just named as the person that gives away the money.
So he was the one in charge of it.
Yeah.
But, I see. Okay.
Once again, as your resident attorney.
Yes. But he meets with he met with Carol, and he's like, I'm going to do everything I can.
Yeah, but that was basically, I think, just to save his daughter and not really help Carol in the process. Like, he took Carol's money to give to Lola. Lola then gave her money to Chivy. And so I think William just wanted to make sure Chivy was going to help maybe get, in a way, Rufus and Lily were separated. And then when he found out that Rufus and Lily were separated, he was happy about that. But then when he saw that Bart and Lily were married, he was upset about that. And I think that's kind of when he came back into the picture again, was maybe trying to get Bart and Lily. In a way, he didn't.
No.
But maybe using Chivy to probably do that, with giving Chivy false hope that they were in a relationship, when really he was just using her as a pawn in everyone's game to end up being with Lily. It's all very convoluted, very confusing.
It's also extremely gross. Like, if my ex-husband came back,
Lily's like, love you.
It was like, hey, I've been sleeping with Chivy and using her. I'd be like, you're disgusting. I'm not taking you back.
So a bunch of people said that, I think it was a bunch of people said that we don't have to assume that they're together at the end. Maybe they're just both attending their daughter's wedding.
Okay.
I like that better.
Which I never looked at it that way. I wish I could credit who said that. And
right,
I'm like, you know what?
Their daughter's wedding.
And they were like not like kissing and whatever. Like,
no, they weren't.
They're just sitting.
But they purposely made her sit next to him, which whatever.
Sure, but like maybe you can turn it in your head, like
right. But at the end of the day, it's so toxic. But I guess Lily doesn't care that.
Well, you know what? I'm actually gonna look the other way and say they attended his parents.
I like to rewrite endings in my
I'm gonna do that. And you know what? Yeah. From the beginning, I knew Lily would turn out to be good.
Yeah, I guess.
You think she was good?
No, she turned better. Like, I knew she was going to end up believing Chuck.
She was horrible to Rufus.
Yes, but I still love her.
I still love her too.
And she believed, at the end, believed Chuck.
Yes.
And just, yeah.
Right. What about Lisa Loeb and Rufus?
That's cute.
Whatever. It's cute.
Rufus looked great.
As hell.
He looked great in the end. 5 years later, did wonders for Rufus.
Yeah. Nate, single,
doing business
having
things.
A spectator, plain, running for mayor,
looking like a smoke show,
looking like a snack.
Oh, God.
As he usually
with his hair
does.
gelled like that.
So I guess we're led to believe maybe he becomes mayor.
Yeah, I guess that's why, like, in
the new Gossip Girl, they were like the Nate Archibalds of the world. So good for him that he actually like did his thing, got out of that like immature boy. I mean, I guess at that point you would, right? You're 26 years old. I would hope so.
I'm glad we didn't have 5 years later and Sage was there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're going to talk about Sage?
Yeah, Shannon, give us some light.
Why was she there for the whole time? No. Why?
Who else is Nate going to talk to in the scene?
It's true.
Yeah.
Like,
so true.
Who else is going to
all season? Who is he going to talk to?
Yeah,
like
that entire
what a waste.
It was a waste.
We could have just had Nate. He was doing nothing anyway. We could
have
had him
we didn't have
by himself.
I was like thinking about this on the way drive here. Like we didn't have to make her like a minor. Like we'd have had her be a real person that like he ends up with. But then I'm like, wait. But then she needed to be the daughter of whatever. I'm like, well, do we need to do that?
She could have been the daughter in college.
That's true.
Or why couldn't she? Yeah, I guess so. The daughter in college would have been good.
They needed the in at Constance or whatever.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it just was all ridiculous, not necessary. As
we could have just had him have two daughters. One that's
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What a waste. She can say that she was, this actress can like put on her, that like she was in the
she's like the whole season.
Girl. Yeah, like good for her. But like they never resolved anything. It's terrible.
No. It's
it's his Gossip Girl Wiki says that William is Lily's husband. No.
I think
no.
That's up to your interpretation.
I refuse to believe that.
I just only thought that only because back in the day, Shanna told me that William and Lily do end up together.
Well, yeah.
But I think because it's open for interpretation.
I agree. After someone said that, I'm like, okay. I agree.
I'm fine with that. Please pay that. All right.
And then we have Jack and Georgina.
Oh my God, so good, right?
I live for that couple.
No, they were the best part of the finale.
The best.
Best part of the whole
And
finale.
when Jack came back, I cheered.
Yeah.
Poor Philip.
He had it coming, I guess.
But it makes sense. Like, for Jack and Georgina, I'm here for
I'm
it.
so here for it.
I would like a spin-off, please.
So here for it.
So good.
I'm obsessed with them as a couple.
So good.
They're
Even their
perfect for
meet
each other.
cute, like, come on.
It is. It's chef's kiss.
It's real good.
Chef's
It's
kiss.
really, really good.
He's like KTV. He's like no VXV.
Oh my God, I love it. I just
no
love it.
JXV. Yeah.
JXB. Yeah, it was really good.
We still will never forget. He's still a piece of shit as well.
No, he's
Absolute
All the
bitch.
bastards are pieces of
Absolute
shits.
piece of shit.
But it was so cute because Georgina, she's a shit stirrer.
Yeah.
Who else was on game? I think that was it, right?
I think. And then of course, I mean, we don't we already knew this, but Eleanor and Cyrus are wonderful.
Thank goodness.
And Dorota and
Dorota.
Vanya, which I wish we saw Vanya,
Yeah, it was good to see Eric. Good
Yes,
to
it
see
was.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Vanessa, Juliet literally made the whole episode for me. And then you had your cameos. So we had Kristen Bell
Love it.
and Rachel Bilson, which you knew Rachel Bilson because she had teased it for you
She did.
live.
and I think I predicted one
You
episode where she was going to be auditioning to be in
Yeah.
a movie
You
of
probably did.
Gossip
You're
Girl.
so good.
Yeah, you were really in tune to that.
Yeah.
And it was, they're supposed to be having the screenplay of Inside Out, which was Dan's second book.
Okay, yeah.
Inside Out is a Disney Pixar movie.
No, it's Inside, then it's Inside Out.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Yes.
there are two
Because he wrote two.
I didn't think
Inside-
it was Inside Out. I thought it was like...
And now they're making Inside Out the movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Should have had Hilary Duff.
I love that. Like, I
Yeah.
loved all the callbacks to
Yeah.
other seasons and the pilot episode, and I loved all those Easter eggs.
Oh, sorry. If Teresa wants me to mention that on the bag at the wedding, the bag says J by Waldorf.
Yes.
So Jenny has a line with... Okay,
With
make sure that
Blair.
wasn't missed, which is so great.
That's so
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
I had that in my
That's really
trivia.
good.
Yeah. So great.
All right, let's go to just some burning questions that we had
Okay.
that listeners wanted to know for the entire season, basically. So, what is the most shocking scene or one that caught you off guard? I guess we can do in the finale or in general of the series.
I'm going to do the finale because I just watched it.
Yeah, let's do the finale.
Juliet.
It didn't catch me off guard because I saw her. I knew she was going to be in it. But what caught me off guard that I really was surprised? Actually, I was surprised that Chuck and Blair got married under those circumstances. I knew that they got married like in a small intimate thing and then like the police come, but I didn't realize it was like a very quick thing. So I guess that shocked me. Shanna?
It has to be this episode?
Well, no, it could be anything besides like...
I mean, I feel like it should be this episode, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right,
I know it's hard because you've seen it, so I'm like trying to think back, like what shocked me.
Well, we mentioned Bart's death. Bart coming back, that did surprise us. Even though I did know it would have been something that surprised me.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. Looking back.
I don't know why. Dan being such a dick really surprised me.
I don't know. Pear surprised me.
Pear also surprised us.
You know what? I think as a whole, this entire series surprised me because
good answer.
I listened to our pilot episode and I still believe this. The pilot is really good.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good episode. And I said, this is my type of show. I'm so excited for it. I'm so glad I waited for it. Mm-hmm. And it's not what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's not how I remembered it or thought it was going to go either.
It's not.
You
it's
guys
not my show.
also are watching it in a really difficult time in the world.
Yeah.
Difficult
especially
time,
the last
different lens.
2 years, because it's been 3 years, last 2 years. Like, it's a very different world, I think. Like, things seem less important and, lives are at stake. You know what I mean? Like, I think when you, watch like that, like, and especially, like, with the Me Too movement and everything.
We watch Friday Night Lights in comparison each week, too. And that is such a realistic, heartfelt, pull at the heartstrings family drama, but not in any way, shape, or form a soap opera like this. So it's like hard to on Tuesdays watch that, and on Thursdays watch this. And but it's still, they're both good in their own ways. Like, it just depends on what you're looking to watch.
Right. And at the time when we started this, we were still doing Let's Talk OC.
Right. And it was another Schwartz and Savage show, which we thought it still has the same vein as the OC. It's just a notch higher of ridiculousness.
No, I 100% disagree. That's why I thought I would love this show.
That's her favorite show ever.
You can't talk about her favorite show.
No, I know, but
you can
for me as a viewer, I still we talked about this. Like, I still find the OC fluffier, as I said, than let's just say Friday Night Lights, obviously. But in the same, it's still it's a teen drama, right? Like, so there are things that you're going to expect to happen, like teacher-student relationships or, deaths and just those type of things. But this is just on such a steroid level.
No,
even more so than One Tree Hill, obviously. We've talked about that too, but...
Right. No, I agree. Everything you said, I agree. That's not what I was shaking my head at.
No, I know.
This show is soap opera.
It's a soap opera.
This is not, to me, I know it's in the teen drama. This is not teen drama. This is soap opera.
Yeah.
This, to me, is not
it might have started
like the
out
OC.
as a teen drama.
It
very quickly became a soap opera.
It's just so that the whole series surprised me. This is not what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, same.
And I have such a weird feeling about these characters.
Yeah.
And in the pilot, I said I was most excited for Blair.
I'd say I ended most excited for Blair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I get, but you
at
still
the
feel
end
the
of
same.
the day, what was the storyline or character arc that was most interesting to you? I guess it had to have been Blair.
I guess so.
But that's by default because Serena and Nate, as you guys know, we talked about this all the time, they recircled their entire plot, the entire series.
I don't know. I think the Serena teacher rape thing was crazy.
Oh, well, that was the Juliet season,
No, Juliet
which
was
is
the
our
best.
favorite season.
As I'm saying, I think
was so good.
that was
that
the
shook
best
up
arc.
It shook it up.
Shook it.
But I shook it up where I did not see it coming. I did not know past season 3 what was going to happen. So I really was
I think
that's
that
shocking.
arc is the best one.
So good.
Season 4 was the best.
so
I
good.
will go to my grave with it. Season 4 was the best.
And they should have put this on that season, and we'll call it a day.
Called it a day, and I would have been like, you know what? Yes.
Yeah.
We said this while we were eating dinner tonight. I didn't know how good we had it season 4.
No.
Season 4 was so good. I would rewatch season 4.
Me too.
I really enjoyed the Juliet Sharp storyline.
We start in Paris.
That
Chuck
was-
is
Yeah, oh my
pretending to be
God,
dead.
yeah.
He's Henry Prince.
Oh yeah.
That was so good.
It was good.
That was a really, really
Chuck.
good. It should have ended there though.
Yeah.
Fleur Delacour.
Flo, she was so cute.
Oh yeah, great, so good.
Stuff. Good
Yeah, good
stuff.
stuff.
Really, really good.
What will we have changed about the finale, if anything? I cannot answer that question because I don't know how to change my mind about it. I don't know what I would have wanted. I liked some of it. Like I said, like the Easter eggs. I felt like, and I said this earlier, I was a little let down on how it was actually revealed how Dan revealed himself to the audience. Like to the other people, it was cool.
I want to know what Serena's doing because all it looks like is
She's married. She
married Padge.
She's married.
What is
Aw.
Serena
Padge
doing?
is writing or screenplaying or screenwriting or something like
That's
that.
fair. Very fair.
You know,
Michelle.
Nate, we see what he's doing. Blair, what she's doing. Jenny, what she's doing. We could assume not Bart.
Oh.
Chuck is taking over Bass Industries. Jenny, what she's doing.
Right. What is Serena doing?
Serena is just the it girl getting married.
Agreed.
And I guess, as she found love, so that's great. And I'm not putting that down. But
what's her purpose?
she was always trying to find herself
Did
and
she
try to
find
reinvent herself. The entire series, did it happen?
It leads me to believe that she is still the same person. She
Yeah.
did not reinvent
That's so
herself. And
sad.
that's so sad. And that's the worst thing that I could have asked for her.
Right.
I wanted so much for her. I truly, as much
I
as
don't
I
know. She should
hated
have
on
stayed
her.
in
LA.
Connecticut, upstate New York.
Oh.
Where was she with?
Yeah,
Oh, she was a
Well,
different
she was in
person?
Connecticut for a
Was it
little bit,
Connecticut?
and then they were upstate when she was with Steven in the beginning.
Come on, that looked like a great life to me.
She was like in like Poughkeepsie or something.
Yeah.
Oh, you Poughkeepsie was Poughkeepsie,
yeah.
You're right.
It's Poughkeepsie.
That looked really nice.
It did look like a nice life. And she said, I'm Sabrina. I'm trying to change myself. And again, she came back to the city and still had not grown. And everyone around her was, I guess when everyone around you doesn't grow, you don't feel like you have to grow very much yourself. But then you see at the end, 5 years later, people seem to have really done something with themselves. And like you said, we don't know what her path was. What did she end up doing?
They think she's an influencer.
Oh, yeah, probably. Or maybe she's working with Padge on
like maybe
screenplays and stuff, producer.
Right. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But is it enough for him? Here I go back to the power thing, and
he was on his high horse. He was
on such a high horse that I have the power. I've always had the power. I love power. I'm going to be with the most powerful girl. But it's like, when does that, when do you stop? When do you blur the lines and say, okay, I'm actually settled and comfortable in myself and my self-worth, that I'm okay to just be with this person and be myself, and it's okay not to have the power all the time? When did it happen? I don't know if it did. I don't
think so. I don't think it happened. I think, I don't know what kind of therapy they went through in that 5 years.
You can see Chuck and Blair seem very content at the end. In their own lives, their own success.
I'm very happy for them. I'm very happy for them.
I'm sure they worked their ish out. As did Rufus and Lisa Loeb,
Yeah, cute. I love that. For them.
They're in the same world. Rufus finally met his match.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Who do we wish went to the island? Who do we wish came back from the island?
Well,
Juliet.
Oh. But I mean, she worked for what she worked for.
She did it. She completed her.
Complete her task.
I mean, I wish we got more of Jenny, but I understand Taylor wanted to leave, right? So you take in the real. I wish we saw more of Eric, but
and
Vanessa. I wish Vanessa was at that wedding.
Me too.
Yes.
If you got her back making a peanut butter sandwich, finding out who Gossip Girl is.
You could have had her for one clip just smiling that her friend is getting married.
They could have even not had her on the same day. They could have just turned the camera, and then she could have been there.
Or she said, screw you and this relationship. You were never a true friend to me, and you deserve to get what you deserve, and I don't want to be your friend anymore.
And also, you're welcome to getting your career started.
And you're welcome. When did you ever get a thank you? Probably never, and therefore I don't want to be at your wedding.
Also,
in your life.
As much as I don't like them, maybe Scott, just for story purposes.
He should have been there.
Not at the wedding, but we should have seen him at other family functions.
No, throughout the rest of the series. Yes, agreed. Who did we want to go, though? I think
Sage. William.
Sage for sure. William for sure. Chivy, honestly, I really would have wished
they kind of dragged it out
for her.
Yeah, they dragged it out at the end.
Sage could have went.
Sage definitely could have went with her dad even before her dad.
I don't think she needed to be in this finale.
Same. We could have gotten Georgina to post that thing and do that thing, and we didn't need her.
Or an assistant or something.
Or an assistant.
She just didn't need to be there.
Oh, yeah. We could bring back Padge and Jenny's mom from the island.
Allison.
Oh, Jen said. Allison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michelle was like, how does she leave the show when she's their mother? I'm like, it's a good question.
It's just unbelievable, right?
It's a good
What about
question.
Anne? I love to talk about
Scott
Anne.
Who? LOL.
Right. Scott who?
Oh, yeah, Anne. How do we leave off with Anne? Where'd she go?
It was something with
she came back for a day.
She came back
to a society thing with Blair,
right? And then Blair and Chuck were still involved, and she's like, we don't like this reputation.
Yeah, and then she's such a good reputation.
I'm pretty sure she was done after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. We don't need her anymore. A favorite cameo or anyone that you think would have made a good cameo?
I mean, I loved Rachel and Kristen.
I think Hilary Duff was definitely one of my favorite cameos.
I wish I would have had her in the
I loved her story for the most part. She was a good partner for
really
Padge.
A cameo,
oh, she was great.
No,
right?
she wasn't. She was she
was a character.
Yeah, but what's the word I'm looking for?
She had a mini arc.
An arc. Yeah, she had an arc. Trip is good. I'm glad to see him gone.
Mike, Aaron Rose.
Aaron Rose.
We cannot stand Aaron Rose.
Yeah.
I don't only date more than one woman,
So so good.
Are we safe to say that our favorite relationship was Natessa after all of it, or do we want to pick another couple?
Like, I do love Eleanor and Cyrus.
Same. Love them to death.
But if we're talking...
And Vanya and Dorota.
And Vanya, right. So let's get them out of the way. They're
Jack
the givens.
And Georgina?
I kind
of love it.
I liked Jenny and Nate.
I didn't mind Jenny and Nate.
I didn't mind
with the fashion show, with the gorilla fashion show. Come on, that's so good. That's so good.
Yeah, she was going through a rough patch then.
Yeah.
That was so good.
I enjoyed them together. And I think in the books, they are developed more as a relationship. I could be wrong, but I think that's what I've heard.
I don't know. I can't speak to that.
Yeah, so I guess we'll keep those relationships.
Yeah.
I still... It's funny, I like separate my feelings for Pear that I do for Padge. And I still...
You can't do that.
I can't. No, it's not allowed. Like, it's not allowed. But there's something about like the beginning of Pear that makes me feel things that I don't feel obviously now, and that I don't think I ever felt on this show.
Like the real beginning.
It was the taunting, the teasing.
Before they even knew, though. No, before they even recognized it. Like
that
the
was
friendship.
the most I felt on this show.
Same.
Except when it came to like Lily and Charles.
Same. Lily and Charles' best relationship.
Oh yeah.
But you're so right.
There was something about that feeling, that reminiscent feeling, and we can never go back to that feeling. And we never did feel it again.
We didn't. And I remember me and you watching it in my old apartment.
Yeah.
And it was on the TV, and they were like on the phone talking about movies.
And we were like,
and Liz and I were like,
we like
oh my God, I like this, and I feel something. It's like the first time
something.
I felt like those excited teen drama TV show.
Yes, the butterflies.
Like stomach.
The Tim Riggins butterflies. I mean, nothing can ever beat the Tim Riggins butterflies. But
does Shanna know who Tim Riggins is?
Shanna, you need to meet Tim Riggins. Taylor Kitsch. You need to meet him as Tim Riggins.
Oh my God.
You will have a sensation you've never felt in your life. And I don't even...
Okay.
I meant that in so many ways.
Oh my
all
goodness.
the way.
We don't need to go on
so many words.
We don't need to go on to Tim Riggins right. But that was when we were excited, Liz.
We were excited, and I felt that, and that was the tail end of 4 going into 5, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was that 4 giddy jitters of the Juliet stuff, ending the season with the W and Padge and Blair and that feeling.
Yes.
That's when
she started to really respect him then.
Yes, and I had that high, and then we very just fell down the slope, and it just never came back up.
It kept getting worse and worse and worse.
And this entire season needed to just have been eliminated, and we could have just ended it even before season 5. Season 5 was not a fun ride either for us. We really had lots to say.
When did Bart die? 4? 3?
3.
Okay, so we really didn't need 6. Like, Bart was dead. We didn't need...
He was dead already.
We just didn't
you really
need
didn't need
it.
it.
We didn't need it.
2.
2?
Whatever. But
really? Was it 2?
That's
I think 2. Anyone?
Well,
into the abyss, as we ask the people in the chat.
If I really think about it, I could pull it up in my memory, but
whatever.
I don't know if it's that
the thing
important.
is, he was dead.
Yeah. We could have still ended it at 4.
We could have ended it with this finale. We could have taken this finale.
Yeah, because then if we ended it at 4, we didn't have to bring back Louis.
No, thank God. We wouldn't have gone back.
Oh my God.
Because he was so cute when they first met, and then...
He was cute, but he was not the one.
And we could have just, like, left it at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so much hope. Season 4, season 5 was a letdown. Season 6 was the most disappointing season.
Yeah, it was. It was real bad.
Did not need to happen.
No.
I'm curious
Season
why
2.
we made it happen. Were the fans like, please bring it back for another 10 episodes? Like, what's it supposed to be canceled at 5?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I think maybe going into, you can look this up, I'm sure, but before going into 5, I think that they wanted to cancel it, but then they got greenlit for maybe just the final, like, 10 episode series kind of thing.
So let's go into some trivia. Maybe that will spark a little bit more of our conversation. So we had the flashback scene, which was the last scene to be shot, and I was talking about this because Padge actually wanted to cut his hair to go back to the pilot, which I was like, thank you for doing that, because otherwise it would have been like really noticeable, like Nate's hair, that like, this is not the pilot. Chuck's hair was a little crazy, but more realistic for him.
Nate's
just
hair put like a toupee on Nate.
It was
like
bad.
A little
it was
bang.
Really
yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to be able to use his real hair. This is Taylor Momsen's final acting appearance, they said, ever. So I guess...
Wow. Okay.
Good for you, girlfriend.
2 big ones. Cindy Lou Who and then this.
Yes, great. Exactly. The film poster that Nate is seen holding in the final scene is titled Ivy League, the twisted tale of the female con artist who took Manhattan for millions, is based on a fictional best-selling autobiography by the equally fictitious Ivy Dickens. The fictional film stars Lola Rhodes as Ivy, Olivia Burke as Serena, and Isaac Gaboff as Dan, and is directed by Hollis Meminger. The character Ivy Dickens is also credited as one of the executive producers and the screenwriter.
So great.
So then Ivy and Lola came together.
Fun. Right. So William was just using both of them, I guess. And at the end of the day, Ivy and Lola still had a friendship and like all was forgiven.
Wow. Okay.
Kiana said,
that's good.
Sorry, the way Chuck spiraled when his dad died the first time, but when he was kind of actually involved in his death, gets married and lives happily ever after.
So true.
So
exactly.
That's just perfection right there.
So they never really came to the conclusion of how Bart ended up
right.
dead.
Like, I'm pretty sure Lisa wrote an email about that. Like, how is the one of the biggest people in New York City's death not investigated after that? It's just an accident. Like, that is just ridiculous, but, you know, it never would have happened.
I always thought it was going to be suicide. Like, he jumped off. They should have done that.
He's so narcissistic.
No, I know, but
I think anyone that knew him would never believe that it was a suicide, you know?
Yeah.
Not them pro-suicide. I know you guys
No,
had
of course
an issue
not.
with babies.
No.
Of course. Yeah.
Rachel Bilson recites lines with Kristen Bell for the fictional upcoming movie Inside Out. She's auditioning for the role of Blair, which you really predicted. The song played during the final seasons of the show is called Kill Me by the Pretty Reckless. I'm wondering if we couldn't get that because they played Florence and the Machine.
No, it was after that. When they when they have
the kids?
Yeah.
The title is a reference to the film New York, I Love You, in which Blake Lively played the ex-girlfriend. It's the highest rated episode on Gossip Girl's IMDb. I
understand why.
And Penn Badgley, hear it here first. Penn Badgley, and it's not here first, we talked about this a million times. He did not know he was playing Gossip Girl until the day before the finale episode. How was that? Because he said it would have affected his performance, obviously, if he would have known. So I wonder, was he upset that he did not know?
I would think so.
I would be upset.
I mean, I
would have played it so differently.
The whole season, he must have been like, well, what's the last chapter?
Like
as an actor,
about?
Like, what am I playing towards?
He must have had an inkling.
I don't know. I think they probably really... I'm sure that was really frustrating.
I agree.
Yeah.
Jenny is seen entering Dan and Serena's wedding carrying a bag with J by Waldorf logo, suggesting she now works for Blair.
Oh, sorry,
I'm assuming it's with Blair.
Yeah, not for
Blair. They probably just did a collab. And then Georgina has been in every single season finale, which we love.
Amazing.
That's great.
We had music by The Pretty Reckless, Imagine Dragons, Florence and the Machine, Great Northern, Rihanna, Release the Sunbird, and Ballpark Music. So overall this season, both of our MVPs were obviously Georgina, because she was in every episode.
Yeah.
But who would we give like the overall MVP of the entire series to? I want to say I like Dorota's like really high up on my list. Other than that,
I don't want it to be Dorota.
Cyrus is like a really great choice.
I think Blair probably deserves it.
I think Blair probably deserves it too.
Selfishly, Georgina.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you pick? Like I'd love to give it to Dorota or Cyrus, but like I have to give it to like
a main character.
Yeah, I know. I hate to do that. I guess it would be Blair. Even though she like had like childish things in this last season. Also.
I know.
Yeah, no, she.
You know, I wouldn't give it to Chuck. I'd like to. He also did a lot of shit. But if I'm reflecting back on the last season, he really did nothing but try and do the right thing this last season.
True.
So maybe season MVP, series MVP would be Blair.
Yeah.
Sad. You know you want to give them MVP.
No.
I'm sorry.
No. Neither of them ended up... Serena is a likable person.
She is.
her character frustrates me to all ends. I don't need to even go into that because you guys know. Dan is not a likable person. And like Michelle said last week or the week before, he is rotten inside.
Yeah, I think his core is rotten.
He's not a good person.
Right.
It's unfortunate that he was given opportunities that, and like there's something to be said, but maybe he did make those opportunities for him, right? Like he inserted himself in this world. He got himself published and working for the W and like head to head with Blair and dating Serena, best friends with Nate, like head to head with Chuck. Like he did those things, but I still don't think you deserve any of them.
You know what it is?
Because you're not a nice person.
He would pride himself on being like the moral compass, though. Like he would pride himself on like always doing the right thing and out loud saying it, like thinking he was above everyone else. And you believed that and you wanted to go see that. So when the other people did shit things, you could kind of forgive and move on because you knew they were still working on themselves. But he progressively said he was, you know, the moral compass, and then just did shit things. And you're like, no, I can't move on from that. Right. Like you're talking about how you're supposed to be the good one, and then you did all that this last season.
Right. And I also think because we're viewing the Upper East Side and like that's the world we're focusing on, we know people are maybe not so good, money hungry, powerful people, always are used to getting what they get all the time. And so maybe like if we're looking just at that, then yes, he fits in because the world has corrupted him. And now he is just as bad as everyone else. So maybe to him, like, that's okay. It's been okay because this whole season he was okay with it.
Well, that's what he kept saying.
Rufus, I'm fine. Why don't you want to be Bart Bass of the world? Like you should want to be powerful.
But he also like was like so infuriated by the fact that like they would all do something wrong and they're all still friends and sit around the table.
Right. And he got what he wanted in the end. They're all friends with him.
Yes. Like, okay, so then you can't talk shit about it.
Exactly. Like then don't write your serials pegging them all to be these people telling the truth. I mean, he did tell the truth on things that happened with them and how that they did, but like is his truth like comparable? Like he's saying like I'm writing my truth, and like to him telling other people like I'm just as bad as them, but I feel like what he writes it out on paper, like he still looks like the knight in shining armor.
Yeah, he's pretentious.
Like, yeah, like he's like, well, I'm writing myself just as much as I'm writing you people. But yes, you're writing yourself in a different lens than what I think you truly to the core are as a person.
Right. You became what you didn't want to become, yet you truly wanted to become.
Right. And you became it. And at the end of the day, everyone's okay and accepted that you became it. And you're accepting that they are those people too. So, and Rufus too. Like he's just as much to blame.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like he's like, oh, I'm so high and mighty when you are literally sitting on the couch next to these people and enjoying it and seeing your son marry Serena Vanderwoodsen. And he did get her at the end of the day, even though he said, well, the Vanderwoodsen people don't work with Humphrey men.
Yeah, but I mean, he married Lily too.
He did. Yeah. He did. He had his paradise for like a hot minute.
Yeah.
What a sad life. But I don't mean like a life, but I mean, what that was sad.
Yeah.
That you waited for so long to be just like Dan and Serena, like you wait so long to finally the timing to be right, and it just was never enough.
Rufus and Lily are a different situation. Rufus didn't want to be in that world.
No, and he never tried to pretend like he did.
No, he didn't. True. He quickly became a doormat.
Yes,
in the world, but he didn't. It's just different. Like Padge looked on that world, wanted to be in it, was jealous and petty. Didn't want to be them, but so badly wanted to be them, became them.
Yes.
Even though
that's the difference.
That's the difference.
Oh, man, I'm fired up. I'm literally drenched.
Sweating and fired up.
From head to toe. So I do have a Betty. I have 2 Bettys of the week.
Yay.
You guys are hearing it live.
Yay.
You're a total Betty. You're a total Betty. You're a total Betty.
They are the Gossiping Gals, which is very fitting for this podcast. Jillian and Tish, we got to hang out with them in the city, did gossip girly things, went to the Met Steps, went to the Empire Hotel. We got sushi. We rode the subway. You know, it was a good time, a typical New York City trip.
I would have told you to go to the Bethesda Fountain, but I couldn't tell you to go there.
Oh. Oh, because they got married there. Oh, that would have been nice to do.
Yeah.
But
it's beautiful. Ride took me.
It was a really fun day, and it was so nice to finally meet these girls in person when we've been talking to them for so many years via computer and via Zoom and seeing them, and now we got to physically hug them in person. It was just so awesome, and we just want to say thank you for being with us for forever. You're basically, I mean, the two of like the OG pledges out there. So
thanks, girls.
Thank you, girls. And we also wanted to shout out all of our patrons because we always do that on a finale episode.
I know. We are so thankful for all of you: Kendall, Michaela, Letitia, Logan, Teresa, Jessica, Ryan, Shanna, Rihanna, Emily, Victoria, Kristen, Chloe, Jillian, Sean, Michael, Jimmy, Ava, Jacqueline, Kiralee, Lisa, Alicia, Mallory, William, Ashley, Angelina, Katie, Kimberly, all the K's here.
Katie's in the same.
Kimberly, Katie, Kaylee, Stefania, Debbie, Tevin, Britt, Nolan, Keely, Megan, Christopher, Kate, Molly, Rob, Scott, Jennifer, Natalie, Kiana, Evan, Kathleen, and Bethany.
Wow.
Thank you.
You guys are wonderful.
You guys are the best. Oh, also, can we give a birthday shout out to Kendall and Kim?
And Kim, yeah, on the 23rd.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We love y'alls.
Yes.
Oh, Tish. We got patrons of the week. So cute. Yeah, because they're seeing this live and we've already pre-recorded Talking Texas Forever, so you guys didn't know until now. So we love all of the Bettys, all of the patrons. You guys are the best. We wouldn't be here without you. And I feel like it's very fitting if we do the XOXO emojis. Like
yes.
X's and O's,
oh,
X's
nice,
and O's.
nice.
Yes. In fact, we did get a new review.
What?
We did. So the XOXO emojis, what we mean by that is stick it in an Apple Podcast review.
This would be a perfect Apple Podcast review title is XOXO. 3 Gossip Girls loving this podcast.
I agree.
I said it for you. Just type it.
All right. So we got a new review. Cheers to Listen Michelle. 5 stars. Muse Chick.
What?
I was never going to watch Gigi. However, knowing Liz and Michelle would podcast about it, I decided to check it out, and I'm glad I did. I've been their listener for years now. I love to listen to these girls. Their humor and chemistry is what drew me in since Tree Hill Talk. Since then, they've done Let's Talk OC and Talkin' Texas Forever. They care about their listeners and discuss the shows in detail. Gossip Girl had some fun discussions. They answer questions honestly and have unique segments. If you're an OG listener, you get the treat of After Dark where they talk spoilers. Gossip Girl has been a roller coaster. I'm a little sad it's almost over, but I cannot wait to see what show these girls do next. Whatever it is, I know I'll be listening. Check them out. You won't regret it. Heart. Thank you, Vic. That is so sweet. We really appreciate that.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, we have some thoughts from Vic. I wanted to read them. So that's perfect. I didn't even know she sent us a review, so that's amazing. Thank you so much. She said, Michelle, I never imagined your disgust for Padge or Sag would supersede your disgust for Chuck.
Yeah.
And neither did I.
Same.
Neither did I.
I never knew this was going to happen. Liz, I don't know how many episodes it's been, and yet every time you say 3 gossip words, I'm stumped. Then the episode comes out and I realized you were ingenious. Thank you. I love that we got more live podcast episodes. I love that you have many guests, whether we were lucky enough to be ones ourselves or our fellow patrons, but also guests from other podcasts and your very own friends and family members. Hey, Shanna. I enjoyed watching along with the Discord and creating my own little watch parties with some peeps from the Patreon fam. I will miss this podcast very much and can't wait for bonus episodes.
Aww. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll have one coming very soon. We're going to watch the 30-minute special that's on HBO Max. It's all the way at the end of the series. It's called something.
It'll cut off your last minute.
Yeah. What the heck? Well, no, because that'll be the final episode.
Right. It'll
That's
actually
ridiculous,
play.
HBO Max. Anyway, we can't end this episode without giving a final Will's treat.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
We have Gossip Girl characters as New York things.
Oh, cute.
This is super cute. Blair, the Met. She rules the steps like a queen and even got married above them. Dan, MetroCard. It all started with a MetroCard and ended with 6 seasons of gossiping, scheming, and parties. Chuck, the New York Yankees. The evil empire who through failure and difficulty became a little more likable. Serena, the Statue of Liberty, the shining beacon of the city and the show, even if they are a little weather-beaten.
Nice.
Funny. Nate, Central Park. Remember when he used to run in Central Park? Lily, Empire State Building. She is the Empire State of Mind personified. Rufus, the Brooklyn Bridge. I wish we would go back to Thanksgiving season 1 with the Humphreys playing football with the bridge in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Bart, New York sewer rats. Enough said. Jack, Grand Central Station. He always came and went and never lacked for drama and intrigue. Georgina, Broadway. Svetlana always had some serious acting chops.
Oh, Svetlana.
William Vanderdouche. Pigeons. Just shitting on everyone. I love that. Eric, Derek Jeter, a New York guy who left Miami, go Marlins. Left for Miami, go Marlins. Jenny, New York Fashion Week. If Agnes hadn't have burned that dress, who knows how successful she would have been for Waldorf Designs. Miss Carr, Times Square. For someone from Iowa or anywhere, this is the biggest and brightest place to be. And Maureen, St. Patrick's Cathedral, beautiful and storied.
Nice.
That one really got me.
Thank you, Will.
Will, you ended on such a beautiful note. I can't even top it. I have to close the laptop. But this entire podcast has been an After Dark, so obviously we're not going to be an After Dark. But
I wanted to play one more clip.
Yeah, let's play some
I
clips.
played it on the Instagram. On the
Instagram.
But this made me laugh. Okay. This is the birth of Padge, and if you're on Instagram, you found it, but this made me LOL.
It literally seems like Joe from You.
Yeah.
He is, I think that's just Penn Badgley. Like he takes.
Penn is his name.
Yes, I've told you that.
It doesn't stick.
She calls him Padge Bentley. Padge Bentley.
What is it?
Penn. Like
Badgley.
a pen you use, but it has 2 ends.
Penn Badgley.
Badgley.
And I'm doing Padge Bentley.
Yeah,
Yes.
which is great either way.
It's still good. It's still really good. I'm sure he would not appreciate it.
No.
Till this day, we've been calling him Padge Bentley for 3 years.
3 years it started. I didn't realize it started then. And you said
When
you
was
thought
that?
I thought it even started
June 19th.
June
No, but like this is the
2019.
episode?
That's the pilot.
Oh my god!
That
it
is the-
started I thought it was at least like the first
I honestly
episode.
thought it started when we did
Maybe
our
second
trailer
episode.
episode.
It could have
We showed
been.
her the trailer. No, because that wouldn't have made any sense because you wouldn't have known anyone's names by then.
No,
so
it's his name. It's his character. It's his real name.
true.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it started in the trailer. I could be wrong. We could ask Mike on that, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So it really originated super early, like the first 2 episodes of the show,
ridiculous.
and you couldn't get it.
I
And
still can't really get it.
people loved it. People hated it.
I
It
don't-
is what it is.
Everyone's come to accept it.
Everyone, I think, has come to accept
Yeah.
it. I tried my best to interchange it, so people were like, if they just tuned into a random episode, were like, "Who the hell are they talking about?"
Yeah. Or if anyone you had guests on from like other.
Yes, and
Did you ever-
almost every time, unless they had listened to the podcast, we had to preface like, "Oh, Michelle calls Dan Padge."
But you couldn't like just turn it off.
No, she could. She
No.
literally could.
Ah,
She's
she couldn't do it.
she called him Dan maybe 2 times max, and both times she's like, Dan.
Yeah, no, he's
Like,
Padge
she
to
couldn't.
me.
She couldn't get it.
All right, good to
He
know.
is Padge to me. Yeah, but that was great.
Any final words? What do we have? Is there nothing? Is there something we did not
I feel
touch
like
upon?
we didn't talk about Nate.
Okay.
What is there to
that's
talk
because
about?
There is no.
And
Nate.
I was gonna say, and that is just
And that is the
so
problem.
apropos, right? Like
That is the problem. There was not
Like,
enough Nate ever.
that's the only thing I feel like maybe one stone we didn't turn over, but there's really nothing to say except that they didn't do anything for him the whole show. Nothing.
They never did anything with
Isn't
him.
that terrible?
It's sad. It's just
I guess though we know he succeeded.
true. Right.
So that's
He
good
at
then.
least was consistent.
He was consistent.
Consistent.
But weren't they all consistent?
Yeah.
They truly were
Yes.
all
were.
consistent. And I think seeing him at the end, and he's the only one who wasn't with someone else.
Right. Which I feel like, yes, doesn't define you,
Absolutely.
Serena.
Like we saw him, I think it's good that he was going to be the mayor. He's thinking about being the mayor. I think that is good.
Yeah.
So good for
Nate.
Nate.
Like he never escaped that Upper East Side life, and none of them
never
did.
wanted
None of
to.
them.
I don't think-
No.
Like like none of them besides Jenny, who got out, wanted to leave that world. Especially Dan wanted to be in it more and more. Serena kept trying to leave, but she never actually did.
But
Blair, like, who are you kidding? She'll always be Blair.
But did Jenny really escape if she's working with Blair? No.
Right. Oh, Niles is like, it's time to wrap it up.
It's not a Total Betty podcast without a cat meowing.
It's so true.
But,
Liam.
Yeah. I know.
I just remembered that.
Yeah. This is like a weird segue.
What a weird transition. I'm sorry.
No, I wanted to dedicate this episode to Liam, my podcat. He passed away almost a month ago, and Liam was the one you heard us yell have been taking the stinky poops and
taking the shits, lots of
him
shits.
fighting with the other one.
You shit star.
So
Literally a shit star.
This podcast definitely had a lot of Liam on it.
Yeah.
So we dedicate this to my Liam.
It's been, I mean, even Lee knew Liam. Remember when
Oh
Lee
my
was like, how's Liam
God.
doing? We're
Lee
like,
Norris asked about Liam.
what?
Oh my God,
That
that's
was so special. We were like, you know Liam?
Also, shit, you're listening to Tree Hill Talk?
Yeah, right? Ooh, it's an inside joke over here.
Yeah.
But in all reality and seriousness, this has been an incredibly fun journey.
Yes, it has been.
And Friday Night Lights is also a fun journey in obviously a different way. And we'll continue. We have another show coming in the fall, which will also be fun. And just stick around if you like this podcast. Maybe you want to listen to our other babies. They're all over the place. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, like literally everywhere. And if this was an interesting thing to you or we were live, maybe you want to join us over on Patreon. We're at patreon.com/Total Betty Podcast Network. Join us over there. You can get some cool goodies, bonus stuff. You can pledge as little as $1. That will get you, an entry into our life here on Total Betty and be a part of the fam.
Yeah.
So we appreciate every one of you that does pledge. We've appreciated all of your listens, all of the people who have wrote us reviews. And if you're here in 2024, thank you so much. We loved doing this and we will continue to do it. And hopefully we are doing cool, big things in the world by then.
Yeah. Let's become, I guess, a Nate.
Let's be the Nate. We're the Nate of the, the podcasting
Nate.
world. Because we're consistent bitches. I'm actually going to buy our shirts for us, consistent bitches.
We need
and we're going to wear them.
Yes.
We also have merch. It's in the whatever that is, the
show notes.
And we'll be the Nates of the podcasting world. Let's hope that that's the case.
Thanks,
See
Shan.
you soon. Thank you, Shani, for
Thanks
coming.
for sticking through. It was one of my favorite shows, and now rewatching it, I'm like,
but at least you can.
But it's nostalgic.
I was gonna say you understand the nostalgia point of it, but also you understand there's some things that it's not perfect. No show is perfect.
And I love coming on the show. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. One last XOXO.
Yeah. On 3?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
XOXO. So she went, I pitched.
Yes, I did. Because otherwise we would all be the same. Thank you so much for listening to 3 Gossip Girls podcast. You can email us at 3gossipgirlspod@gmail.com. Or if you want to follow this show and all of our others, you can head over to Instagram at Total Betty Podcast Network.
This has been a Total Betty podcast, produced and edited by Michelle Rubenstein and Alyssa Tenio, music by Anthony Vocora.